Good evening. This is the Vsb Tv 11 News for Wednesday, August 13th. I'm Peter Kitzel. Our top story. Stakeholders in the dockyard cruise ship transport arrangements have put their collective heads together and devised a scheme designed to alleviate future headaches in the areas of moving passengers. It's a dedicated Horseshoe Beach shuttle, and Tourism Minister Sean Crockwell, with the help of his team, explains.
This new beach shuttle service is the primary transportation for cruise ship passengers traveling to the Horseshoe Bay Beach and is very advantageous as it is more convenient. It goes directly to Horseshoe Bay and delivers the passengers down to the bottom of the steep hill and right to the beach. It is faster than the scheduled bus service because it does not make any stops and it has convenient scheduled drop-offs and collection times.
And one thing I do want to mention is the taxis. We have had ongoing conversations with both the BTA and also Mr. Derek Young about this. It is our hope that people do get more information about what the taxis have to offer. This is not about a Wedco minibus shuttle. This is about a greater cause, which is to ensure that visitors understand transportation options in Bermuda.
The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. And as we strive to make that improvement, we've stumbled along the way. So we pick ourselves up, we dust ourselves off, we get back in the race, and we are in it for the long run to make sure that in the long term and at the end, the guests, our cruisers, are the ones who benefit the most. And with this service now delivering them right to the beach, I think that's a vast improvement over what we had before.
Bermuda's cruise ship business is seasonal. So it's important that once the season starts, we provide every opportunity for local entrepreneurs, primarily the taxi operators and minibus operators, to be involved and get their fair share of the economic opportunity. And we've stated all along that it is our intention within the ministry to move towards sort of devolving our responsibilities when it comes to the ground transportation and move it towards WEDCO, who manage and operate the terminal facility here in Dockyard and ensure that we provide opportunities for local entrepreneurs. So it's really an advantage, this decision moving forward with the shuttle service, and it provides opportunities for locals really to get into the business.
I'm confident that we have identified those challenges, we've come up with the appropriate solutions to address them. We understand people's concerns because we know that our tourists are very important to us and we want to make sure that they don't have any inconvenience. But this government has been focused on this since day one. We have had smooth transportation over the past summer. In the beginning of this summer, we had some challenges last week which have been addressed.
Over 80 Bermudians lost their lives fighting in the First World War, the war that started 100 years ago and did not conclude until 16 million soldiers and civilians had been killed. Several hundred young Bermudians volunteered for duty overseas, including 223 with the Bermuda contingent of the Royal Garrison, and tomorrow on the steps of City Hall, the island will remember the sacrifice so many of them made. The service, which starts at noon, will see the Bishop of Bermuda, Nicholas Dill, lead the prayers, and Chewstick Foundation will participate with poetry relating to the Great War. Mayor Graham Atterbridge will read a proclamation with regard to the war to end all wars and the roles that many Bermudians played. The last post will be sounded by Major Barrett Dill, and flags will be flown at half-mast to mark the occasion. Bermuda's retailers suffered a slippage in sales in June of 1.6%, from $90.1 million to $88.7 million. All retail sectors experienced declines in sales revenue, with the exception of motor vehicle distributors, with an increase of 32%, and liquor stores. Building material stores registered the largest decline in sales of 10.9%, while gross receipts for tourist-related stores were 5.9% higher than in 2013. Residents returning to the island declared overseas purchases valued at $4.3 million, down 4.4% on last June's total of $4.5 million. Next is Rachel with the weather preview.
Thanks, Peter. Breezy tonight. On the radar, we still have the front passing through, so we might get a shower or two overnight, but please stay tuned for the full weather report later.
The weather radar picture provided courtesy of the Ministry of Transport on Vsb TV 11.
You can count on us.
5 varieties to choose from. Grape aroma, $2.99 per pound. Save $1.60 on Hormel Deli sliced cooked ham, $2.99 per pound. Start your day with Kellogg's Frosted Flake cereal, $5.49 for a 15-ounce box, $5.29 for 10 packs, all varieties of high C fruit juices. A cool treat, Turkey Hill ice cream, $6.29 for all varieties of 48-ounce tubs. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more super specials.
You can count on us.
If you've been the victim of an uninsured or hit-and-run driver, your medical and other expenses may not be covered by your insurance. The good news is, there is coverage. The Motor Insurers Fund can provide you with compensation to help you through the crisis, whether suffering from physical injury, loss of wages, or extra expense incurred as a result of your injuries. For further information about the Motor Insurers Fund, visit mif.bm or call 505-8555. The Motor Insurers Fund, assurance after the unexpected.
This portion of the VSB News is brought to you in part by Bermuda Pest Control. For commercial and residential pest control, providing island-wide service. For free inspections and estimates, call 232-PEST. That's 232-7378.
Bermuda is an easy way to find great discounts while discovering fun activities to do in Bermuda. Discover the best spas, restaurants, activities, services, and shops at 50% off. Sign up to Bermudeals and start saving today.
Bermuda's aging garbage fleet is constantly challenged with mechanical breakdowns, and the new smaller trucks that have been ordered are, in the view of BIU President Chris Ferbert, a lifesaver, although he doesn't know why they were chosen.
I was in a meeting last week Friday, and not that the trucks are too small. I think that, you know, the bigger trucks that we had years ago carried 5 tons of garbage. I think the newer ones carry 3 tons of garbage. So we do recognize that they do have a smaller capacity. Once again, we have a situation where, and I'm not saying that, you know, my members or whatever union dealing with our members have all the answers, but certainly if you're going to look at, you know, try to improve upon garbage collection, that you will certainly want to include the mechanics, include the guy that drives the truck to see exactly, you know, how things are going to work, because, you know, we sit up at the top, I'm saying management sits at the top and make these decisions without involving everybody that's going to be that's going to have to do the job from day to day, and the people that's actually going to have to fix the truck when it breaks down. I think of recent, they've just recently included the mechanics taking them overseas when they're buying these trucks or whatever, but, you know, I don't know why they bought smaller trucks. Maybe you can ask the, I don't know whether it was done, I think it was done under the previous government, so you'd have to ask the ministry exactly why they decided to go with the smaller trucks as opposed to the regular ones that we have, which was 5 tons. What the public has to appreciate is that most of the vehicles, the trash trucks, are up in age, right? I would say at least half the fleet is over 10 years old, right? My understanding is those trucks probably need to be replaced every 7 to 10 years. The challenge that we continue to have is that we have 12 zones where we have to pick up 12 zones in the east, 12 zones in the west. And because of the breakdowns of trucks, at any given time, sometimes we only got 6 or 7 vehicles working, right? Like I said to you a few minutes ago, I was in a meeting on Friday where we finally got, you know, the fleet back up to 12, and they'll probably get, my understanding is supposed to get another truck tomorrow, so they're going to be to 13. So they'll be able to have, you know, 12 trucks go out and have one sprint lap. So if one truck breaks down, they're able to get right back to 12.
This evening, an update on the collection of garbage in the eastern parishes was provided by the Ministry of Public Works. This revealed that crew have completed the eastern zones today, and now garbage collection in the western zones will resume as normal tomorrow, Thursday. The ministry says it was successful in deploying a full crew to address the backlog in the eastern zones, with assistance provided through the additional manpower obtained by personnel from the highways sections. The ministry apologizes for the inconveniences of the recent delays and thanks residents for their patience. Now, here's a look at the daily markets, presented by Bias.
markets presented by Bias. U.S. stocks rose with Treasury prices as the slowdown in retail sales spurred speculation the Federal Reserve won't be in a hurry to raise interest rates. U.S. stocks rose, pushing the S&P 500 to a two-week high as a slowdown in retail sales boosted speculation the Federal Reserve won't be forced to raise interest rates sooner than anticipated. 100,887 shares of Butterfield traded hands today. Butterfield closed at $1.99 per share, down 0.5% on the day. Also trading hands were 1,000 shares of Summers Limited and 200 shares of Ascendant Group. UK stocks rose, helped by an increase in utilities after it was reported that Bank of England officials won't rush to raise interest rates. The FTSE 100 gained 0.37% to 6,657 at the close in London. The Nikkei 225 gained for the third consecutive session as hopes of more buying by the country's giant public pension fund countered headwinds from the conflict in Ukraine and soft Chinese loan data. The Vsb sank as Brazilian presidential candidate Eduardo Campos was killed in a plane crash. The Vsb lost 1.53% to close at 55,581 after reaching 56,651 earlier in the day. Treasuries prices rose, pushing 5-year yields down 4 basis points to 1.58%, as a report showing U.S. retail sales were little changed in July amid tepid wage growth. Added to signs the economy will struggle to gain momentum. The yen dropped to the lowest level in a week versus the dollar as traders increased bets that global policymakers will keep borrowing costs for longer, dampening demand for haven assets. That was a look at the daily markets presented by Bias. There's more news after the break.
Save $1.70 on a value pack of fresh Purdue chicken wings, just $2.99 per pound. Imported vine-on tomatoes, $2.99 per pound. $3.39 for a 12-ounce tin of Libby's corned beef. All varieties of 6-ounce tubs of low yogurt, only $1.09. A full roll of Scott Extra Soft toilet tissue, just $3.29. All stores open Monday through Saturday until 10 p.m., Sunday 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. for your shopping convenience.
Come on, boys. Let's see what Serta's been up to. Well, the Serta Perfect Sleeper. Hey, it's the only official mattress of the National Sleep Foundation. And it says here that it helps solve quite common sleep problems. So comfortable. They'll never want to count us again. We'll see about that. Keep it moving, fellas. This feels good on my back.
The Serta Perfect Sleeper.
Visit Bermuda's exclusive Serta Mattress Gallery, Big Savings Zone, Southside St. David's.
Copyfax is Samsung's authorized dealer service center in Bermuda. If you're looking for a tablet, Copyfax have a range of Samsung's Tab 3, 5 and 7. They have Samsung's ATIV Book, which has a 15.6-inch screen. And the ATIV One computer has a 24-inch touch screen. Be sure you're buying from an authorized Samsung dealer. In Bermuda, it's Copyfax Limited, 96 North Shore Road. They service what they sell.
The Bermuda Weather Service has supplied Vsb News with the library of educational videos it produced for its Hurricane Awareness Weeks in 2013 and 2014. Tonight, with 2 hurricanes having already passed by Bermuda since the hurricane season began, it would appear timely to offer their video on preparation.
Hello, and welcome to the Bermuda Weather Service Hurricane Awareness Week video series. I'm meteorologist Ken Smith, and today I'm going to be speaking about emergency preparedness plans. I'm going to cover subjects like knowing what to do as disaster approaches, securing your home before a hurricane, making sure you have emergency contact information, creating an emergency supply kit, emergency planning for your pets, and knowing where your emergency shelters are. Much of the information I'm going to provide is produced by the Government of Bermuda Department of Health. For further information, please visit the Emergency Measures Organization website. Know what to do as disaster approaches. Listen to the emergency broadcast station at 100.1 megahertz. Stay away from windows and doors. Stay indoors. The only time you should leave your home is if you have to evacuate. Locate a strong room in your house. If your house or apartment doesn't have a basement, seek shelter in a small room, preferably without windows, in the middle of the house. And keep emergency numbers close to you at all times. Before a hurricane hits, block your gutters with clean rags to prevent any leaves, salt, or other contamination from your water tank. Installing storm shutters over all exposed windows is one of the easiest and most effective ways to protect your home. Plywood shutters that you make yourself can offer a high level of protection from flying debris during a hurricane. Bring in outdoor objects such as lawn furniture, toys, and garden tools. Turn off and unplug all electrical appliances. Store drinking water in clean bathtubs, jugs, bottles, and cooking utensils. Make sure you keep emergency contact information available. The emergency broadcast station is FM 100.1 megahertz. For ambulance, fire, police, and marine rescue, dial 911. For works in engineering, 295-5151. Bermuda Harbor Radio, 297-1010. For additional information, see Hurricane in the Yellow Pages. And keep informed with the most up-to-date forecast and tropical information at our website, www.weather.bm. Make sure you create an emergency supply kit. A disaster supply kit with essential food, water, and supplies for at least 3 days should be kept in a designated place. It should contain water. You will need to change the stored water and food supplies every 6 months, so be sure to write the date you store it on all containers. Food items. Keep ready-to-eat meats, fruits, and vegetables, canned or boxed juices, milk, and soup. High-energy foods like peanut butter, jelly, low-sodium crackers, granola bars, and trail mix. And don't forget food for infants or persons on special diets. Assemble a first aid kit for your home and for each vehicle. And have clothes and bedding available. 1 complete change of clothing and footwear for each household member. Shoes should be sturdy work shoes or boots. Should include rain gear, hat and gloves, extra socks and underwear. Also, blankets or sleeping bags and pillows for each household member. And don't forget to plan for your pets, too. Make sure that the well-being of your pets is included in your disaster plan. Assemble a portable pet disaster supplies kit. Include medications, medical records, sturdy leashes or harnesses or carriers, and current photos of your pets in case they get lost. You should also have food, potable water, bowls, a can opener, and cat litter as necessary. Make sure you know where your emergency shelters are. The 2 buildings that have been identified as designated emergency shelters are the gymnasiums at Cedar Bridge Academy and Barclay Institute. There are other school and church sites that may be used as well. The Emergency Measures Organization will determine which sites will be opened, and these will be broadcast on FM 100.1 megahertz. Once again, the information contained in this video is provided by the Government of Bermuda Department of Health. For the Bermuda Weather Service, I'm meteorologist Ken Smith.
There's always so much more to learn.
It actually prepared me more than I realized.
It's close to home. It prepared me a lot.
Innovative. Great courses, great teachers.
Love, kindness, and caring from the teachers.
They really helped me.
You know, attending Bermuda College was a very good choice for me.
Give it a try. I think it's a good institution.
Yes, highly recommend it.
Live it and love it.
Bermuda College, the first choice for first steps.
Now, here's Earl Baisden with the Sports Report.
Naki Val scored a dramatic hat-trick last evening as Huddersfield staged a Capital One Cup comeback to defeat Chesterfield 5-3 after extra time. Val, speaking to BBC Radio Leeds following the game, said it was a big win for the club.
I think everyone involved with the club needed that. I mean, it's been a tough few days for us. I think the management staff done well to galvanize us, to get us through that patch, and to come from behind, we had to show a lot of guts, but I think it was important that we put in a shift and we represented the club in that manner, and I think we done that well tonight.
The Round the Island Powerboat Race is scheduled for this coming Sunday, August 17th, and President of the Bermuda Powerboat Association, Jody Carrero, is looking forward to an exciting day of racing.
Things are shaping up real good this year. This is my first time at the helm that I've been on for the full year, but everything's shaping up. We have 12 boats that are fully paid registered members to our club right now, but we are expecting at least 8 to 9 boats more. I've been getting phone calls all week about people getting their trailers licensed, this, that, and the other, going through a whole bunch of stuff, so I know there are a whole bunch of other guys that are going to come out. So it should be a real interesting race. With everything that has happened this year, with our rules, what's happened is we used to have 8 or 9 classes. Now those classes have been consolidated down to, it will be 4 classes this year, but in the future it will be 5. But what's happened is everything's consolidated, so instead of you seeing 1 or 2 boats per class, you'll get to see 4 to 5 to 6 boats a class. So definitely things are definitely amping up, and it should be a great day.
A bumper crowd is expected to turn out this coming Saturday at the Ruth Seton James Auditorium for the 27th Night of Champions. President of the Bermuda Bodybuilding Federation, Kendali Fogo, said the numbers are up and the athletes are ready.
Definitely athletes are ready. I think we've basically been out there so people know that when they come to Night of Champions they need to come in condition, and I think the gauntlets have been thrown on and people are ready.
What's so special about the event?
For us, it's our national championships, and that's the qualifier that we use to select a team to travel to go to CAC. So I think for the athletes, they use that as their, to set their goals, because they have the option to go CAC if they're successful in being selected, and then they can vie for a professional status if they win at CAC. So the bikini class is only seen at the Night of Champions. So last year we introduced the bikini class, and we had 3 competitors. This year it's up by, and it's 13 competitors in that class.
Jillian Teixeira has stepped up her preparations for the World Equestrian Games as she began taking part in the Lake Arena International Horse Jumping event in Austria. Competing in the Youngsters Tour 1.25 meter 6-year-old horse class, Teixeira and Donata finished tied first out of 36 competitors with a clear round time of 83.75. The ICC Americas team went down by 150 runs in their final match of the West Indies Cricket Board's regional under-19 tournament against the Leeward Islands. Bermuda had Delray Rollins, Onias Bascom, and Mackay Simons all take part with Alex Dorr as a reserve in the Americas team. Leeward Islands won the toss and decided to bat, scoring 259 for 4 in their allotted 50 overs. Rollins was the pick of the ICC Americas bowlers with figures of 10 overs, 1 made and 3 for 38. In reply, the ICC Americas team were bowled all out for 109. Bascom scored 13, Rollins added 8, and Simons scored 5. I'm Earl Baisden reporting for Vsb Sports.
Price Right on Mill Reach offers you warehouse shopping for bulk and value price groceries, frozen foods and health and beauty items, home furnishings, dinnerware and carpets for your bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen, bikes, toys, and activity sets for kids, teens, and tweens, electronics and home and audio-visual accessories. Visit Price Right. Always something new and always something for everyone. Open 8 till 8, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 7 p.m. on Sundays.
Outlast any storm with the most advanced alkaline battery. This weather segment is brought to you by Duracell Quantum.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's VSB weather forecast. Our weather shot is brought to us by Raymond Ray, taken at 4:15 in Tuckerstown. Got Baby Beach in the background there. Had a very wet day. I'm sure everyone's tanks are full or overflowing, but Raymond caught the sort of tail end, the end of it when the rain had passed, and we got a little blue skies and even a little bit of sunshine. And thank you, Raymond, for sending in this shot. Temperatures for today, we had a high of 83 at noon and a low of 74 at 3 in the morning. Currently, it's 79 degrees, humidity 85%, wind southwest 17 knots, and barometric pressure is steady at 30.07 inches. Rainfall indicates the month of August, 4.64 for a yearly total of 36.17. Yearly normal for this time, 33.89 inches. And taking a look at the satellite. Conditions are improving as a stationary front continues to lift out of the north. Moderate to strong winds will remain until tomorrow evening when another frontal boundary approaches the area. This brings the return of showers and possible thunder late Thursday afternoon through Friday morning. Taking a look at the gateway cities, Atlanta mostly sunny 86, Boston partly cloudy 77, Charlotte mostly sunny 84, London light rain and 70, Miami possible thunderstorms 92, New York 79 partly cloudy, Orlando 94 partly cloudy, Philadelphia 82 partly cloudy, Toronto 63 light cloud, and Washington mostly sunny and 83 degrees. Back at home tonight, mostly cloudy with a possible passing shower overnight, the low near 74, winds west-southwest 15 to 20 knots. Tomorrow, cloudy, showers and a risk of thunder arriving in the late afternoon, the high near 84, winds west-southwest 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots, and then the wind will veer westerly 12 to 18 knots and then decrease again 8 to 12 knots late night. Marine tonight, we have a small craft warning with seas inside the reef 2 to 3 feet, seas outside the reef 4 to 7 feet, and the sea surface temperature is 83 degrees. Marine tomorrow, the small craft warning continues with seas inside the reef 2 to 3 feet, seas outside the reef 6 to 9 feet. Low tide will be at 6:04 in the morning and high tide will be at 12:06 in the afternoon. And taking a look at the 5-day forecast. Friday, sunny periods, a few showers, a high near 84. Saturday, sunny breaks, occasional showers and risk of thunder, high near 83. Sunday, sunny periods with a few early morning showers, breezy, a high near 84, and Monday, mix of sun and cloud with a high near 86. Thank you to Rob Howlett, our meteorologist for tonight, and everyone at the Bermuda Weather Service. I'm Rachel Sodden. Have a great evening.
Outlast any storm with the most advanced alkaline battery. Today's weather forecast was brought to you by Duracell Quantum.
Thanks for tuning in to the TV 11 News. Good night.
Peter Cattell's attire courtesy of A.S. Cooper & Sons Limited. Wardrobe and makeup for Rachel Sodden, provided by Gibbons Company.
Vsb Tv 11, Bermuda.